All right, we're back in the shop this morning, Monday morning. I was able to get the Cobra out last night and got a few buddies together with their Cobras and went out to eat. But I have to get mine out of the shop, out of this bay where the lift's at. Brad's going to be coming over. There's a 2018 Mustang outside that I don't know if I've shown y'all or not, but I've got a 2018 brand new Ford Performance crate motor that is going into it, and another transmission because the transmission exploded, broke a ear off of the bell housing mounts on the engine. So that's all going to get swapped out, and Brad's going to start on that this morning. So I'm going to move the Cobra out. I guess you could tell the S10, it's been picked up. The owner was super happy with it. I'm going to be working in the booth on the Mercedes. I'm going to block the primer, put another coat of primer on it, and then I'm going to come out here and get to working on the Volkswagen so I can get this thing knocked out too. I have a concrete pump that should be coming this week, so there's plenty of stuff to do. So I'm going to put the camera down and get to it. Well, Brad and Nick just got the car lifted off of the motor. Instead of the motor pulled out, it's the car lifted off the motor. But yeah, I got a smoked up clutch. I don't know if I've ever seen one that bad. Looks like it's been in a fire. Noticed a busted crack on the block on this side, and the block of the ear where the starter is on this side's busted off. That's the cause of the new long block in the crate over there. It's going to go in, and yeah, he's going to get everything took off of this one. Get the cherry picker over here, get it pulled off of the subframe, and get the new one all put back together and stick her back in there. I got the Mercedes blocked and primed again, and I'm working on this Volkswagen, and this hood is rough. There's quite a bit of low places in it. Once I get it all blocked down and blown off, I'll give you another look at it. All right, Brad got the new clutch on the new engine. We just got done setting it on the K-member. Old engine's over here. Gonna take loose a cherry picker and stick the transmission onto the engine before we start lowering the car back over top of the motor and the subframe. Figured that'd be the easiest way to do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to start lowering it this evening, but I think he's going to try and get the transmission bolted to it this evening. But either way, it's going pretty good. Cold this morning. Ain't a cloud in the sky, I don't believe, though. Look, there's a jet. Walking into the shop this morning and my heater turned off. Guess I had it set too low. Switch the camera around here for you. Got old Blue in here. I'm gonna back it out so it's not in Brad's way. Brad's got the transmission back on the engine, intake, a harness, ready to start dropping this thing back over top of it. And he's going to pick up some antifreeze and I believe some transmission fluid and some brake fluid to bleed the clutch once it's hooked up. And then he'll be over here, and him and Nick start dropping this thing back down on it. So I'm gonna get the Cobra out of his way. I need to clean that thing, man. It's filthy. I need to do some paint work on it too. rock chips over the years. I think this paint job is 7 years old now, 7 or 8 years old. Have to look to be sure, but yeah, need to give it a little bit of TLC, get her looking good before spring. You know, I got so much time to be working on my own stuff. I don't know why haven't already done it. Oh yeah, he's got to get a starter bolt too. If he don't have one, I'm gonna go upstairs and check, see if I got one. I may have one upstairs. But let's turn this heater back on because it didn't quite get warm enough in here, and I guess my electric heater probably made it turn off. Get it nice and warm in there. I got the second coat of primer on the Mercedes, so I am going to untape it, take this emblem off, sand the hood 400, then 600. I'm going to sand this pillar, prep it to blend, sand this little windshield trim piece, get it ready to paint, and try and paint this thing today and get it knocked out. Get back out here on the bug. Yesterday, after I primed that thing, I've been sanding the, I guess you could call this the hood and that the trunk, even though that's in the front. You know, Volkswagen's in the back, engine's in the back. But the hood, I guess you would say, is in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of waviness right in here I want to address, but this trunk, hood, whatever you want to call it, it's got a lot of damage in it. A bunch of high and low places. I knocked down all the high places, and I'm going to just have to be spreading some filler in all the low places and get it getting looking the best I can. But it's going to need a good bit of work, but it's not too bad because that's a good low place right there. You can see where this the sandpaper hasn't scratched this area through here like everything else. You can tell it's really low. Low out through there, pinholes, low, dense. It's all doing this number. But what I was gonna say is that the hood is pretty rough, but the Volkswagen itself is not too bad. I've already pulled that out like I've showed in video before, and got a little bit of filler back here to sand. But unless I start blocking this thing and start finding a bunch of low spots and waviness, which it don't look like it has, I should be in pretty good shape to block, prime my filler spots once, and then prime over the whole car once, and I should be good to go to sand and paint on this thing. But I'm going to get the Cobra moved out of here and get to work. In the shop this evening, and I didn't film anything today. It was kind of hectic. I was in there in the booth painting the Mercedes. Looks like it turned out pretty good. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and maybe Thursday, I'll probably buff the blend that I did on the pillar, and they'll be ready to come pick it up. The 18 GT, Brad and Nick wrapped it up. I'll flip the camera around and show you how it turned out, which it's basically all stock. Got the new crate motor in there. It's not a new transmission, but it's a new for this car transmission. Took it down the road earlier today, and she's driving good, sounds good. Everything seems to be good to go. He's gonna come pick it up tomorrow. Ended up having to swap the alternator out. It was giving fits, and the starter. The starter, I guess, where clutch burn up and all the heat and maybe the flexing of the flywheel got into the starter. So when we tried to start it up for the first time, starter was hanging and making a real awful noise. And trust me, you never want to hear that when you put a new motor or just swap a motor into a vehicle. That scared the ever-loving shit out of me, the sound that it made. But other than that, she is ready to go. I did a couple little things for him. He had some black 5.0 emblems that he wanted put on, so took the chrome ones off, put it on. He had a little issue with the swapping out one of the interior lights to LED. Got that took care of for him. And I guess I'll get in here and fire it up and let you hear it, because I'm going to back it out of here and pull another car in. This car here has 30,940 miles with a brand new engine. Alright, gas light is on, hood's ajar, fuel economy, cruise gauges, no check engine lights. Good to go. Sounds nice and smooth. LED lights on. This car, it's got all it seems like it's got is a JLT intake, and it does have an X pipe, but other than that, it's bone stock. And if you're skipping through the video or anything, what we did to this car is it came in, clutch was smoked, he had a McLeod, however you want to pronounce it, clutch kit, new Ford Performance 2018 crate engine, because when he smoked the clutch, it broke the block. So put the new engine in, transmission, new clutch, got her back together, and she's ready to go. I'm going to pull it out and pull another car in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, I've got the Mercedes all painted and did my blend and everything. I've untaped the little windshield trim piece already. I run over it with 2000 and buffed it because it's black, and I get a little trash here and there in the paint job. So I did that, and like I say, it turned out pretty good. There may still be a little rock chip or piece of dirt or something still slightly in it, but I believe that'll work out just fine. The blend did really good. You can see where I stopped the color right up in here, the black, and then burn in the clear out through there. and polished it out. Now it's all shiny. And now what I'm going to do is untape this thing and put the windshield trim back on, and it's ready to go back to the owner. Okay, got the Mercedes all wrapped up. Got it, or should I say unwrapped. Got all the plastic paper off of it. Cleaned the top of it where it had pine sap on it from the tree falling on it. So it's ready to go. So I'm gonna pull it out of here, me and Winston, and yeah, get started on back on the Volkswagen, and try and get that knocked out before I get swamped with some more small projects coming in. All right, in here in the shop this morning, working on the Volkswagen. There's one spot that needed filler on the trunk, hood, whichever you want to call that, and I was about to start spreading filler on this piece, and noticed the corner down here was a little rusty, and it's supposed to have a good contour right there, so some of the metal is gone. So I'm about to build that edge up, and I was fixing to do it without filming any of it. So figured I'd let you know what I'm doing here on it, and so I'm going to I got the welder fired up, and I'll build that little edge out, and then I'm going to start spreading filler on everything. This is going to take quite a bit. While it's drying, then I'll start blocking the actual body. Okay, just got done building that edge back up. Took a little piece of TIG rod and the MIG welder and put some material on it. Now that'll work, and I'll spread a little bit of filler on it to smooth the grind marks and stuff out, and that'll take care of it, and spread some filler on everything else.